So those of you that just came, thanks for your willingness to roll with it. This is kind of a wonderful cacophony, right? But this is just a down and dirty, not even really a full introduction to paper making, just getting your hands wet and helping Suzanne build excitement so that she can get the administrators to buy the equipment you need to really have paper making here. But what we have in the vat is cotton that's been beaten in the Hollander beater. So it's raw cotton that's in these sacks that came from somebody's farm, that one of your colleagues from your farm?
Yes, ma'am.
Very nice. I love that. And the Hollander beater is like a giant kitchen blender in a sense. It's breaking down the fiber into a pulp. And other fibers that are in here are a little bit of the Japanese kozo fiber that you've been beating by hand, and some abaca, which is manila hemp. It's from the banana family. And those fibers are nice and strong, and since I hadn't used raw cotton before, I decided to add that so that I was sure that we'd have the integrity we needed in each sheet. So that's in there with water, and then we're just using this sort of washing machine agitator action to disperse those fibers really well. And then I'm going to hold on to the mold and decal. This is the tool, the mold, and the decal. Decal helps you to keep the fiber onto the surface of the screen. Scoop in, shake it in both directions, and stop shaking while it's still draining. It's counterintuitive because what you feel like doing is shaking it until all the water is out of it. But if you do that, you're losing a lot of the order that you put those fibers in, and it ends up not being an even sheet. Then we're going to couch it, which is kind of bad French for to put to bed or to lay down. In order to couch it well, we want that whole surface of the mold to make contact with the wet felt. These are just old wool blankets, but they work perfectly. And then I'm going to hold to one side and snap it up, and there I have a wonderful thin base sheet. Then we're going to lay these strings on, as you see, create some kind of tactile situation, a field of texture in the center, then lay a top thin sheet on, and then once we have used up a bunch of felts, we're going to press the water out of them, let them air dry, and then later on, when I'm back in Madison, and this is all just a dream for me, you'll be taking the dry sheets and tying them together into a beautiful paper quilt that will hang floor to ceiling and be on display somewhere, but eventually you'll be able to take your part of that quilt home. Does that make sense? Now I'll tell you this, while it seems really simple to make paper, and it surely is a lot of fun, and if you like a kind of wet mess, to do it well requires everything that a fine craft requires. It requires an understanding of the materials, of the tools, and control of your body, and a good sense of what the end qualities are needed for the project that you have in mind. So while today is just for fun, not to worry too much, just so you don't walk away thinking, wow, paper making is really messy and kind of, I don't know. To be a good paper maker requires a lot of practice, a real serious attention to all those parts, to the materials and the tools and all the different ends of those tools and materials can do. So have fun, and if you're feeling lost, Suzanne or myself, or what is your name? Claire, or who else has made a sheet of paper already? What's your name? Anna. Clara. Pillar. We're all here for you, right, you guys? Okay. Anybody that's made a sheet will be really happy to help you if you just feel, this is not working. Yeah. All right, there you go. Okay.